Oh, hello, 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 hello. Hello, welcome to Three Course Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today it's almost November. Can you believe this? Like, oh my gosh, 2 days. It's Halloween and or Samhain, and it's November. So we're doing the November readings. We're doing all signs, all the star signs for November. Click on your sun, moon, rising, any planet or north node to have your message for that. I'm going to be using the White Light Oracle and the Rose Quartz runes and the Elder Futhark. So you know your sign or signs. I'm going to put the timestamps in the description and I will see you there. Bye! Hello, Taurus. So Taurus, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle, and we're going to see what that's going to be about. And it's Salve Polluti 741 Hertz. So this is basically allowing yourself to be healed by the light. It's like at a cell level. So there's going to be some deep healing going on this month, where you're going to be like really getting in deep and really deeply healing this month. Let's see what the runes have to add. Okay, yeah, because you need it. Just get a little splash reading going on. Yes, you gotta do this. You gotta get this done. So your central issue this month is represented by Vunyo reversed. Vunyo is the rune of joy. It is reversed in the central issue part, so it is basically you're not as contented as you'd like to be. You know that you need to deal with this. So leading up to this, it's like you're finally giving focus to this. First of all, we have Kanaz reversed. Kanaz is the torch. Usually it's about expansion, but it's reversed here, so it's about focus. So you're basically focusing on, at this point, no, I'm not as happy as I would like to be, and I would like to really focus on refinding my deep inner happiness, and through that, through the healing, you're going to be able to get back to that. So what is going to help you is basically seeing this as a responsibility, as a duty to yourself, and getting on with it. You know, even if this means like a sacrifice of time, you got to do it. You've got to do it. So we have Tivaz, which is Tears rune. Tears, the warrior god, and this has to do with just not only picking up and getting at things, but tending duties and responsibilities, making sure that what needs to be done is getting done, and that's going to help you reach deep, refine your joy, and heal deeply inwardly. What isn't going to help you is we have Ivaz, which is the rune of patience, slow growth, slow development. It's the yew tree, and you may not be patient enough to do this. You may feel like, no, I have to keep going on what I'm doing. I have to keep moving forward and, you know, doing the things that I'm not as important as. And that's not true. You're important. If you're not there, you can't do the things that you think are important. So bring yourself back up to, no, you know what, my first duty is to myself. And this isn't even reversed. This is like an outer duty, but this is like an open duty that you need to take care of. So it still is to yourself because of this. It's like a healing thing, but you do have the time to do it. Make sure you give yourself the time to do this, and that's going to help you. And by the end of the month, you're going to feel a lot more confident. You're going to feel a better sense of inner worth. We have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. It's cattle. I don't know that cows are going to come into it, but the fact is it's reversed on the path line. It's inner worth, it's confidence. So you're going to feel a lot better about things by the end of the month, Taurus. And that is your reading for November 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. I don't know where to put these. I'm going to put them here. Okay. Hello, Virgo. So Virgo, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle. I'm going to put it down here. We have Magnetism of Eros. So this is basically when you are in love, and this is not necessarily with a person, but when you're in a high vibrational level of, you know, loving something, things are drawn to you. Just basically the love vibration draws things to you. So things are getting drawn to you that you need because you are really in a really high vibe at the moment. because of love, whether it's for a person or anything else. So Virgo, let's get some runes down and clarify this. Interesting. Which is interesting because things seem pretty chaotic around you right now. But that's okay. So, central issue, we have Hagalas, which is the rune of the hailstorm. This has to do with chaos. However, given this, I'm seeing this more as you are a part of the force of nature that's going on around you. Like you are basically, if any, like maybe you are yourself the storm, and just basically trusting that things are going to get drawn into you. Leading up to this, we have Kaunas reversed. Kaunas is the rune of the fire or the torch. Normally it's about expansion. It is reversed, so it's about honing focus. So you're really focusing on, maybe because everything is crazy around you right now, you're sort of focusing on, all right, if it's crazy, then I'm going to go to the eye of the storm and I'm going to flow out the high vibe that I have and see if I can bring things in that are going to start to bring order into this chaos, or at least to make it more comfortable for me in the chaos. What is going to help you here is, I'm going to read this a couple of ways. We have Othala reversed. Othala is the rune of the home and the homeland. This has to do with, number one, letting go of things that no longer serve you. So you're going to minimize the clutter. That's going to help. And also stepping out of your comfort zone is going to help as well. Because as things get clearer, like as things get less cluttered, then you're going to be able to see more clearly and you're going to be able to move forward more easily, even in a storm sort of situation. What isn't going to help is you had plans. We have Gabo, which is the rune of, it's the gift, which is always an exchange. It has to do with agreements, decisions, and goals. Maybe this is something that you had planned with somebody else, but now you have chaos and you're dealing with that. Either way, it's like some plans that you had hoped to cling to, but things are right now a bit too chaotic for that, and maybe this is something that you might need to let go of. Not necessarily. If it's important plans, you could back burner it, but right now you're letting go of things that don't serve you. So see if these plans are even still viable in your life, even if you maybe don't even want to do them anymore. So clinging to plans, especially ones that don't serve you, is going to drag you down this month. If that starts to be the case, just bring yourself back up and ask yourself, is this something that is really helping me anymore? And if not, can we let this go? What this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is we have Algies reversed. Algies is the rune of the elk, otherwise known as the moose, and this has to do with protection and support. It's reversed, so it's for yourself. You are able to stand up for yourself. You're able to support yourself and protect yourself, and you're going to feel a lot more strong in that way. You're going to feel a lot stronger and a lot more comfortable with your ability to protect yourself and to support yourself coming out of this month. So that, Virgo, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Capricorn. So Capricorn, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle. Let's get that coming over here. Anapausis. So this month, Capricorn, you're going to want to take a bit of a pause. It's going to be the best thing for you. It's going to help you really focus on healing for yourself, giving yourself the time to let the healing happen. Let's get some runes out and see what they have to add for this message. Yes, yes. Yes, indeed. Alrighty, this is all very, very helpful for what you're hoping to do. Beautiful. Okay, so your central issue this month, we have Berkana reversed. If you have anything that you had hoped to begin, your best bet right now, and you are actually doing that, is backburnering the new beginning and turning inward and trying to access your yin aspects of self so that you can access the healing that's going to heal you and regenerate you in yourself. Leading up to this, we've had a deep focus on connecting with source energy, which is what's led you to this moment of, okay, you know what, I have access to source energy now. I'm just going to turn inward and rebirth, like start that rebirth process where I'm going deep. I'm going to back burner any new beginnings that I have outwardly. I'm going to basically start deep and rebirth myself inwardly. And that's what's going to help with the healing. It's taking this pause to do that. What is going to help you is, so Velo, rune of the sun, this is source energy. You've discovered this recently. You're like, okay, I have a good handle on that. Now it's the time to turn inward, take that pause and get healed. What is going to help you is we have Manas reversed. Manas is the rune of humanity and your part in it. It is reversed down the helping line, so this has to do with turning inward, turning away from the din of humanity, and basically finding your own joy within, seeking, your own messages within, and finding and smiling at yourself inwardly. So what is not going to help you is we have Lagus, which is the rune of water. It has to do with all the watery stuff, emotion, intuition, heart. And basically it could be like, how am I going to put this? Basically, there's this worry about the emotional flow. Like the emotional flow might be keeping you up kind of thing, like that whole constant flow of all of that, could be keeping you from wanting to turn away from it. And it could even just be the outer flow, like what is flowing by. It does have to do with flow. So it could be just like the constant flow that may be keeping you from doing this. Like you may feel like you need to pay attention to it. You don't. What is going to help you is, again, turning inward. This is going to go on, and it's going to be different when you wake up, and that's fine. What you don't need to know about will flow by, and you won't have to worry about it. Anything you need to know about will find you, so don't worry. Just turn away from the din, take your pause, get yourself better, get yourself healed, and it's basically going to be you connecting with you inwardly to rebirth. And what you're going to be doing coming out of this month is you're going to be coming out of this month with a greater sense of worth, a greater sense of richness of self. This is Fehu, it's the rune of wealth and worth, not necessarily money, but this is the wealth that you tend. So as long as you're taking care of it, it makes your life rich. And so certainly making sure that your health is good is definitely a worthy thing. But you're going to be coming out of this month feeling a lot more rich and a lot more of worth than you did going into it. So that, Capricorn, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Aquarius. So, Aquarius, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle. Let me just get this over here. And we have Cupio Dissolvi. So it's just basically dissolving into the radiance. This is the love level of the radiance that's in all things, and dissolving into that will help you heal. Dissolve into that and let it heal you this month in November, Aquarius. So let's get some runes down to clarify that. I think we've got this one. Yes, for sure. Nice. Okay, for sure this is something you've got to do. Okay, both of these want to come out, so you're lucky you get two. Okay, central issue here, we have Gabo. Gabo's the rune of the gift. Gift is always an exchange, and this has to do with agreements, decisions, and goals. This is something you are setting some time aside to do, which is really important, like basically to dissolve into whatever the radiance is for you. Of course, there's radiance in all things. Everything is radiance. But basically to do that, there may be some connection with one other person. There may be like a one-on-one relationship kind of thing happening where that's your focus as well. Mostly I'm seeing this though as an agreement with yourself to do this. Leading up to this, we have Berkana. Berkana is the rune of birth and beginnings. So you've started something new recently, very outwardly, like something in the world that you've started recently, something new that you've begun. And this has led you to this moment of, okay, so I have this agreement with myself and maybe with one other person, and we are going to do this. We're going to focus on this dissolving into the radiance thing, into the light. What is going to help you is we have Tivaz. Tivaz is the rune of Tyr. Tyr's the warrior god. The warrior god has to do with tending duties and responsibilities and doing what needs to get done. So just basically get at it, like do the thing that you know you need to do. What isn't going to help is we have Othala reversed. You're worried about stepping out of your comfort zone, first of all. Othala is the rune of the home and the homeland. You're worried about things changing in your home setting. You're worried about letting go of things just in case those are something that might need to serve you later. But honestly, if you are taking care of what needs to be taken care of, none of that's going to fall on the wayside. You're basically going to, everything that needs to be included is going to be included, and it's going to be part of your plan and part of your things that you need to do. By the end of the month, we have Pertho and we have Thurisaz. So Pertho is the rune of the lot box. It has to do with surprises, but also fate, something that's being revealed, but that was always there. And right on top of it is Thurisaz. This reveals a challenge. By the end of the month, you're going to be facing a challenge. It's not going to be a hard challenge. It's going to be something that's more of a psychological challenge. It's a threshold. By the end of the month, you're going to be facing a threshold, and it's going to be basically something you can walk through, but it's going to take a bit of steeling. You're like stealing, S-T-E-E-L-I-N-G. You're going to have to steel yourself, get yourself braced to do this, but it's something that you can do, and after that everything is going to be a little bit different, which is, or at least a little bit different, if not a lot different. But you do need to take this time to dissolve in the radiance and let it heal you. So that, Aquarius, is your reading for November 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Gemini. Gemini, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle, and we have Obodire, I believe is the pronunciation. I could be wrong, but it has to do with obedience of spirit. So Gemini, this is basically where you are letting your spirit guide you. You're turning inward to attend to your spirit and letting that guide you. There's a little fluff inside of this fur. You would think that wouldn't be an issue, but it kind of is because it's a different color. Okay, so Gemini. So this month you're going to be really turning inward and looking at what Spirit wants you to do, and following that, letting yourself become obedient to Spirit. Very nice, very nice. So we're going to get some runes and we're going to see what they have to add. Okay, and there we go. So your central issue this month, Gemini, is algaes. Algaes is the rune of the elk, otherwise known as the moose. And this has to do with protection and support, not even internally. This is like your support system, your outside of yourself support system, and you're focused on that. You know, where your focus is on your support system, what is supporting you, who is supporting you, and who is protecting you, and what is protecting you. Leading up to this, we have Tivaz reversed. I'm going to read this a couple ways. Tivaz is Tears rune, Tears the warrior god. In one sense, you felt disarmed recently. You felt a little bit, not necessarily helpless, but feeling like you could use help. On the other hand, you're really looking to tend your inner duties and your inner responsibilities, things that are to take care of yourself. So you're sort of turning inward. It's like you're turning inward to get outward support, which is kind of neat. It's kind of like the support that feels like it's coming from outside of you, but it's actually coming from deep inside you. But also it will make you aware of, as the central issue says, what is around you that is supporting you. So what is going to help you is we have Othala. Othala is the rune of the home and the homeland. Basically, if your home itself isn't very supportive, to sort of build that around you. This is not going to be like an internal thing, although internal is definitely implied. You definitely want to do like a whole thing, but just like this is like the algae is here, the support is upright, and so therefore around you, and not so much within, although certainly within is there. You'll become aware of not only the support around you, but also the protection, the sanctuary around you that you can not retreat to. I guess you can retreat to it, but it's sort of like a sanctuary. It's somewhere safe. It's somewhere protected. Get a place, or even just it's not reversed, so I'm not even going to say mindset. Get a place where you're going to feel protected, supported, in your comfort zone. Find your comfort zone, and that's going to be your basis. Your base for your protection and support moving outward. What isn't going to help is we have Gabo. Gabo's the rune of the gift. It has to do with agreements, decisions, and goals, but also it's always an exchange. And it also has to do with one-on-one relationships, and maybe you are hoping for that. Maybe that's something that you wish more of or wish to begin with to have. That's not necessary for you to have this. If you start to feel like, yeah, but, hey, plans, decisions, goals that I've had aren't being taken care of, well, we have to establish this first. So first of all, this is going to help you, because when you establish this, then you can move forward to do the other things. As far as it being a one-on-one relationship, again, not necessary in terms of building this, which is very important for this step where you're seeking your external protection and support. So focus on your like your sanctuary, your home, your comfort zone. And what this is all going to lead you to by the end of the month is a greater sense of stillness. You won't feel as frantic. You won't feel unprotected. You'll feel very still. You'll be able to breathe in terms of in stillness and silence and sanctuary. And through that stillness, clarity comes. So that is good. And so that's your reading, Gemini, for the month of November 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Libra. So Libra, we are going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle, and we have Perfume of Sophia. So this is about not pushing the river. This is basically how everything has its time. Everything has its natural timing. Let the natural timing happen. Things will happen when they happen. You can't force things to happen before it's the right time for them to happen. Don't push the river. This is where we're at. So let's get some runes out and see what they have to add. Yeah, because emotionally you've been like fraught. Just kind of like very unpleasant emotions at this point. And you want to push the river, but unfortunately that's not going to help anything. So that's the blank rune. So your central issue, we have Laguz reversed. Laguz is the rune of the water. It's the lake. It's the flow of water. So there is a river element to it. It is reversed, and so you're going to feel like that river isn't moving. It also ties into negative emotions. It's emotion, intuition, and heart. So it's reversed. You may be having negative emotions to the fact that the river doesn't seem to be moving forward as quickly as you would like it to, but it has to move forward in the way that it must. Leading up to this, we have Thurisaz. Thurisaz is the rune of the challenge. You've just been through one. It wasn't a super hard challenge, but it took some, like, getting yourself braced and ready, and it took some, psychologically pumping yourself up to go through this challenge, to step through this threshold, and now you're on the other side of it. You want things to be moving, and they're not. It feels like they're either stuck or moving backwards, and you're just like, I want things to move, and you know that pushing the river is just going to frustrate you, and it's not going to do anything for the river. It's just going to stir up stuff and make things worse. So what's going to help you? Well, I could have guessed this without seeing this, but here we are. We have Iphos, which is the rune of patience, slow growth, slow development. It's the yew tree. It has to do with just step by step, be patient. Nobody wants to hear that, but that's what is going to help you in this. Just like bring yourself really, really into the moment and just savor every moment moving forward, step by step. It will never be this again, so just basically really savor it and take it in and be a part of the moment that you're in now, because it is constantly changing, even if it feels like it isn't, it is. What doesn't help is you're going to feel really constrained. We have Nauthiz, which is the rune of need. It's not reversed, so it's not like a huge emergency or anything, but you're going to feel like you need this river to move, but it's not, and so you feel stuck in this moment of this thing I need and I have to wait for it. Arg! So bring yourself back up to looking around you in this moment and just really taking things step by step and just trusting that it is coming. What you're hoping for is coming. The river is moving, even if it doesn't feel like it is. And just let that happen. Let the natural timing of things happen. And what this will lead you to is before you know it, even before the end of the month, but at the very latest at the end of the month, you're going to be in new ground. You're going to be where you've never been before. We have the blank rune, so it's just basically new world for you all around you. This is what you were hoping for when you step through this threshold. By the end of the month, you'll be there, basically, is what this reading is saying. So that, Libra, is your reading for November 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Aries. So, Aries, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle, and we have Ishtar's Lion's Gate. Ishtar's Lion Gate. I put the apostrophe S on the wrong word. So basically, this has to do with integration of experience and rebirth. So this month is going to be very interesting for you, Aries. It's like everything that you've been through culminates in, during this month, you're going to be integrating it and just really feeling like on top of it all, and as though you've taken it in, and now you're being rebirthed this month as someone new, which is very exciting. Not entirely new, because it's everything you were before, but it's still pretty cool. So let's get some runes out and see what they have to add. Doopy-doo. Alrighty. So this month, it's actually going to feel really still. We have Isa, which is the rune of ice. It has to do with stillness, but the stillness through which clarity comes. So that's one of the things that's actually going to lead to this, is it feels like there's part of you that feels like you're really wrapping up a chapter in your life. It's like you feel like solidified and sort of, you're bridging your way from what was before to what will be. And right now is your time that you're sort of integrating it all, and you're going to be coming out of this month something completely new, which is really exciting. We'll get to that. Leading up to this, there's been a lot of not only communication but manifestation. So we have Ansu's, which is the rune of communication and manifestation. It's the mouth, so you've been communicating, and also you're seeing, it's almost like by your word you are making things happen. Things are happening. You are able to manifest what you need. And this is sort of like you've reached this point where you're taking a moment and you're like, wow, I've really got the hang of this, which this chapter is ending now. It's like, this is like, I can graduate now of this. And what's going to help you here is you've got this great inner strength now that you didn't have before. Maybe you always had it, but you weren't aware of it. We have Uruz reversed. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox. This has to do with strength and health, but it's reversed, so it's your inner strength, your inner health, and just letting go of stubbornness, and just sort of, you feel so strong right now inwardly that you're able to basically take everything you've been through and move forward, and you know that you're able to just basically bring things about by your expressing them, and it's really exciting for you. It's like great power. So what isn't going to help is, as you move forward, there are parts of what you have been through that you know you can let go now, but you're sort of afraid of doing it because some of that's comfort zone stuff, even though it wasn't serving you. So you're going to worry about those things that you're letting go and letting fall behind you because they did give you a certain measure of comfort. But your best bet is to just turn to your inner strength and know that what is coming with you is what needs to. You're not going to be bringing forward things that don't serve you anymore. And by the end of the month, you're going to be facing a real challenge, and it's going to be, you might even think of it as like the toughest challenge you've ever faced. But like, look at what you've been through, and you're like rebirthing in this point, and you've got this, like, you're facing this new challenge that you've never faced before, and you're like, I'm going to need to use all my magic for this. But it's exciting because it's yours, it's on your path, and you've earned this. So remind yourself of that if you go, oh my God, it's like I've earned where I have gotten to, and now I'm facing this really tricky challenge by the end of the month. It's like, it feels impossible, but you know that if you just focus on your inner strength and what you've been through before, you will be able to not only get over this, but move forward in a whole new world as somebody that you've never been before. Like, not that you won't have what you were before, but you'll have even more of that plus more. So Aries, that is your reading for November 2022. Very exciting. And I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Leo. So Leo, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle, and we have Alphia. I'm just making up things now. We have Alpha of Alcyone, and this is deep calm coming out of suffering. So you've been through a really difficult time and you've suffered quite a lot, and now it's over. And there's this deep calm that you're feeling as you're coming up out of this. Let's get some runes and throw down some runes and see what they have to add about this. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So your central issue this month is Ansu is reversed. Ansu is the rune of communication and manifestation. It is reversed, so we're talking about listening to the stillness, to the calm, to the deep calm, and also inner communication. So you're going to be sort of really focused on your inner voice coming out of this month, but also just listening to the things around you as you come up through this deep calm after the suffering that you've had. What led up to this is we have Sovilo. Sovilo is a sun rune. This is source energy. This is whatever, everybody's source energy varies, but this is whatever always energizes you no matter what. So this is a thing that you do, or a thing that you somewhere that you bring yourself, basically some sort of whatever you access, whether by doing or being or whatever, that always gives you energy, that always energizes you. The sort of thing you go, I could do this all day. So you're going to be you have been tapping into your source energy. You've reconnected with that, and that's one of the things actually that's been helping you coming out of the suffering, and let it be like a deep calm thing, that you're not suffering anymore and you're really tapping into your source energy. And here you are listening, and also listening to your inner voice, listening to your inner communication. I suppose that would include guides and your dreams and whatever else. I don't see Lagus here, but that also that. So what is going to help you is focus. We have Kaunas reversed. Kaunas is the torch, also the fire. It has to do with something that starts small like an ember and expands into a blaze. It's reversed on the helping lines. So I'm actually going to read this a couple ways. One, you're going to be focusing, and I think you're going to be focusing on your inner communication, and also on what you're listening to and what you're hearing, and also on the deep calm, because you haven't had that for a long time because of the suffering. So you're really going to be focusing. As well, it also says that you want to be narrowing your focus as well. So you're not going to be letting so many things in as you might be tempted to. This might worry you. So what isn't helping you is we have Manas reversed, which is the rune of humanity and your part in it. It is reversed and it's on the lower line. You're going to be worried about doing that. The din of humanity. This is actually, I could read this as completely turning away from the world will not help you, but I think I'm seeing this, given this rune, I'm going to see this more as, don't worry about turning away. Don't worry about focusing on your inner voice and listening to that, and don't worry about limiting your focus during this time, because you've had enough suffering and you want to maintain this calm as long as possible. So if you start to worry about that, just remember that you are actually limiting your focus. It's sort of like a recovering from trauma diet kind of thing. So basically limit that focus, and also hone your focus on where it needs to be, which is the calm and the inner communication. What this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is you're going to start to feel joy again deep inside. We have Vunyo reversed. Vunyo is the rune of joy. It has to do with joy and it's reversed. So I'm really reading this more as an inner thing. You may be more aware of where you're discontented as well, but mostly I'm focusing on that deep spark of joy that you're going to tap into after all of this focus and all of this inner communication. And that's what you're going to start working on bringing through and bringing out again as the month progresses. Well, This is by the end of the month, so within the next month after that. So that, Leo, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius. So let's get a card for you, and it's the Sun of 417 Hertz, and what this is saying is become your own personal sun. When the sun shines, nothing can get in at it. You're putting out so much light and you're putting out so much radiance that nothing that you don't want is going to come in. It's all you shining, and the more you shine, that becomes like a shield that protects you. So let's see what the runes have to add. Definitely that one. Okay, because you haven't been terribly happy lately, you're trying to find your deep inner joy right now, and that's how you're going to do it. Like when you are tapped into your sun aspect. Oh, what do we have? Okay. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Okay, so two ways I'm going to read the central issue. Central issue is Vunyo reversed. Vunyo is the rune of joy, and it is reversed in the central issue part. So it's A, you haven't been terribly happy lately, but B, you want to reach deep inside, find that deep, deep inner joy and start to let that shine through you. And that's what's going to help you become your own personal sun, where everything is going to be, anything that isn't going to help you is not going to be able to get at you because you're going to be shining so brightly. What is going to lead to, what has led to this actually is we have Ansu's, well, not reversed, Ansu's, the rune of communication and manifestation. You've been expressing, you've been communicating, and this has basically led you to go, you know what, I need to get in touch with this. I realize that this has not been possible. I realize through what I've been saying that things could be better. I'm not content. And we need to let that deep inner joy grow and bloom and shine out of us. What will help is honestly being open. We have the blank runes, so it's just be open to things. Just let things, how do I put this? You know what? You're going to get an extra top and bottom because I don't know how to put this into words yet. Okay. Yeah, because when you are just open and not judging anything, like you're sort of just like letting yourself be open and not judging, that's where you're going to start getting in touch with your deep inner spirit. And also you're not going to feel like you have to run around as much because what you're seeing is just what's flowing and it's organic. What won't help is you're worried about your comfort zone and you're worried about how much time this is going to take. We have Othala, which is the rune of the home and the homeland, and also we have below that. So you're so focused on this, on the comfort zone, that things are going to take a lot longer. You're worried about your comfort zone. You're worried about your comfort, because obviously this. So then we have Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. This is patience, slow growth, slow development. In the lower line, it's like you don't want to do this. You don't have the patience for it. And that's why you're so worried about it. It's like, I don't have patience to do this. I need my comfort zone to be as it is. Bring yourself back up to just observing, being open, and just seeing how it actually doesn't really affect you, especially the more that you bring through this inner joy that's going to be shining out and stopping things. This is going to connect you to inner spirit, but also it's going to mean you're not going to feel frantic as much anymore. You're going to feel, Avaz, horse rune, movement in spirit, and it's reversed on the upper line, so on the upper line. So you're not going to feel like you need to run around as much, and you can just observe things without trying to change them or judge them. And anyway, you're shining, so that's what's going to keep things away. Now, by the end of the month, we are going to be facing a challenge. We have Thursday's reversed. That's a hard challenge. It may feel impossible, but since we are shining by that point, it's not going to be such a problem. We just have to keep shining, keep remembering to do that, and follow the inner spirit, and we should be okay. And so that, Sagittarius, is the reading for November 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Pisces. So Pisces, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle, and we have Theta of Venus. So this is basically, you know, when you just wake up and you're feeling good and everything is beautiful and everything, you feel like you could love everything. That's what your focus has to be this month. That's what, well, it doesn't have to be. You can do whatever you want, but it says your focus is going to probably be something like that, where you want to get into a point where you're in this state where you just feel like you're comfortable, everything's beautiful, you love everything. And that's beautiful. So let's see what the runes have to add for November 2022 for Pisces with the fishies. Interesting. So that's really going to be your focus, but getting there might be a thing. So we have as a central issue the Ivaz, which is the yew tree rune. This has to do with patience, slow growth, slow development. This is sort of along with that state, you're just sort of, you're letting things progress as they will. You're not pushing the river. You're comfortable. You love everybody and everything is okay. Everything is beautiful in the state that you can get yourself into by doing this. Leading up to this, we have Othala reversed. This is the rune of the home and the homeland. I'm going to read this a few ways. Maybe there was something that happened to do with home and your home sort of situation that sort of caused some upheaval. I'm also going to see this as stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm also going to see this as letting go of things that no longer serve you. And now you're just sort of patiently taking it step by step, not pushing the river and just trying to keep in a state of perpetual perception of things as beautiful and perception of things as to be loved. What is going to help you is there is at least one thing in your life that is an absolute emergency right now, and you need to deal with that. We have Nauthiz reversed. Nauthiz is the rune of need. It always means tend your needs, but when it's reversed, it means drop everything and tend this need. You should know which one this is. Something is going to, even if you don't know what it is, something is going to come to light that you're going to go, oh my gosh, we have to deal with this immediately. So basically, as it happens, take care of the things because they need to be taken care of. Don't just let it happen, like laissez-faire. Tend the thing that needs to be tended. We have, what won't help is we have Laguz reversed. Laguz is the rune of emotion, intuition, and heart. It's reversed on the lower line. There are negative emotions involved. There is even like a lack of emotion or a lack of acknowledgement of emotion would not help you here. Things don't seem to be flowing, and that's a problem. So bring yourself back up to tending the need that is an emergency, and then you'll be able to move forward a lot more comfortably. What this is going to lead you to by the end of the month is you're going to be basically moving from hard yin to hard yang. You're going to be basically, you were letting things happen, and now that you've actually taken the time to tend this emergency, you're going to feel a lot more in control of the things that you can control. Obviously, we can't control everything, but you're going to be able to control what you can. This is Ingvaz, it's Ing's rune, the rune of the fertility god Frey, and this has to do with active creation. So you're going to be basically working with what you can to shape around you what you need it to be. But trying always to maintain this sense of just this, to be able to, even if it's just to retreat to this state of liminal state of everything is beautiful and I love everything. So that is your reading, Pisces, for November 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Cancer people. So Cancer people, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle, and we have Bastet of 174 Hertz, and this has to do with stress relief, pain relief, like the purring of a cat. So it's just basically you're going to need to step back and give yourself some purring time in terms of just, this could be meditation, this could be just soothing music, something to soothe you. You need the soothing this month, Cancer. So let's see what the runes have to add. Yes, a new beginning, and soothing is definitely critical in this juncture. I don't know what that sound is. Can you hear that? Something in the and something in the water pipes. Okay, so we have Berkana as our central issue. Berkana is the rune of birth and beginnings. So something new is beginning, but you're going to need to soothe your way into it. You're going to basically need to stay soothed, stay with the stress relief. Basically, whatever is going to give you that stress relief, keep that close to hand because you're going to need that. Leading up to this, I'm going to read this a couple of ways. We have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. Reversed, it has to do with confidence, inner worth, self-esteem, but also in that this is the leading up rune. There may have been a situation where maybe you weren't feeling as confident as you would like, you weren't feeling as worthy as you would like. It could be as simple as you might not have had the money that you wanted. So it's basically leading up to this, focusing on inner worth, focusing on confidence, self-esteem, but also where your life was lacking in richness, you're moving forward to a place where hopefully you will have more of that, more richness. Not more of lack, more of richness. So it's a new beginning for you right now in November, this month, and you're going to really want to soothe your way into that. What's going to help you is focus. We're going to have, we have Kaunaz reversed. Kaunaz is the rune of it's the torch. It has to do with something, it's a fire. So it's something that starts small like an ember and goes into a blaze. It has to do with expansion. When it's reversed, especially on the upper line, it has to do with honing your focus. So you're really going to be focusing on this new beginning and keeping your soothing close at hand, but you're really focusing on your new beginning and you're focusing on what needs to be done for it. What doesn't help is if you're not focusing, then it's going to be overwhelming. We have Dagaz, which is the rune of the breaking of the day. It's going to be just in your face. You won't be able to get away from it. It's just like so much. Everything. Just all of it. Just like this blazing, inignorable, just everything. So that's why the focus is going to help you, because there's just so much. There's too much. So you need to just really focus, hone your focus on what you need to focus on, which is the new beginning. What this is going to lead you to by the end of the month, Cancer people, is we have Gabo, which is the rune of the gift. It's always an exchange. So it has to do with agreements, decisions, and goals. Maybe there's a one-on-one relationship that is going to be a connection at this point. But mostly just you're going to be able to, once you've started things, you'll have a better sense of things. So by the end of the month, you'll be able to say, okay, I made my good beginning. I have access to soothing when I need it. So let's start making some plans. So that, Cancer people, is your reading for November 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, we're going to start with a card from the White Light Oracle. And we have Ein Sof Aur. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. Your path is being illuminated before you. Suddenly this month, you're going to see exactly where you need to go, and you're going to see exactly what you need to do. It's going to be like lit up in front of you. You're going to know. You're going to see your path opening up in front of you, and you're going to go, aha, I know what I need to do now. So let's get some runes down and see what they have to add. Yeah, that is crooked. Let me fix that. I hear people in the hallway. But that's okay. Going about their business. Okay, Scorpio people. Our central issue here for this month is Yira. Yira is the rune of the harvest and also time. So something that you've been working on, you're seeing the fruits of your labors now, and that's really, really becoming clear. Like, I think one of the things you're working on was this journey, because we have Raido as your rune leading up to this. So you've been on a journey. You have been moving forward on your personal journey, writing, directed journey. And now we're at a point where, okay, everything we've been working on is now coming into fruition, and it is now time to move forward on this path that has just suddenly revealed itself to you. Yeah, now is the season. So what is going to help you is you are very confident. We have a great sense of inner worth here. We have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. Reversed, it has to do with inner wealth, inner worth, confidence, self-esteem. You know what you're worth, and you finally can see your way forward for this. So now you're going to just boldly step onto this path and move forward on the path. What isn't going to help is there is some trepidation because this is new. We have Berkana, which is the rune of birth and beginnings. It's just like it's new. It's like it's new ground, it's new you, and it's something that is a little bit trepidatious because it's out of your comfort zone, but you are confident. You've ridden this far and you know what you're doing, and you can finally see it's the fruits of your labors that has illuminated this path. So you're confident, be confident, step forward onto the path. by the end of the month, you're going to be in completely uncharted territory. It's going to be very exciting for you. We have Hagaz, which is the rune of the hailstorm. This has to do with chaos. I don't see it as a negative in this case. I see it as you're stepping out with this new path with your confidence. Your path goes right through this, and you know your way. So even though it's sort of uncharted, it's your part in it is charted. You're moving right out into it, and you're a part of that. Like, you're a part of that nature. It's real nature. And but you're okay with that because your path is clear. Your path is opened up in front of you. So that, Scorpio people, is your reading for November 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. It's Ophiuchus time! Hello, Ophiuchus Snakey! The Ophiuchus Snakey is here. So, Ophiuchus time. Let's start Ophiuchuses with a card from the White Light Oracle, and we have Epsilon Modulation. So, this month, Ophiuchuses, you're going to want to take some time and just go deep and really feel that cosmic hum and the unity of all things and the way that it all fits together in this glorious, deep harmony. So that's exciting. So this is something that we're going to want to do at some point, if not often, during this next month, and just really feel this unity with everything else in the radiance. So let's get some runes down to clarify. Oop. Alrighty. Interesting. Okay, so our central issue this month, Ophiuchuses, is Ivaz. Ivaz is the rune of patience, slow growth, slow development. This is very much in keeping with just slowing yourself right down and getting in touch with that deep cosmic hum that is going on, like that, just the harmony that everything makes, even if it seems disharmonious on the surface. When you go deep enough, you can really feel that harmony and how it's all unified and how it's all humming together. Leading up to this, we have Algies, which is the rune of protection and support. So you actually are feeling pretty protected at this point. This is what led up to this moment. You're feeling in a good place as far as protected, supported, at least enough that you can do this, that you can let yourself go deep and just sort of feel this hum, feel this deep connectedness. What is going to help you this month is we have Tivaz. Tivaz is Tyr's rune. Tyr's the warrior god. This has to do with tending duties and responsibilities, basically getting done what needs to get done. Make sure that foundational work is taken care of. That'll keep your feelings of being supported and protected. So just make sure that you're taking care of the things around the farm to make sure that everything is still protecting you and supporting you. And then just surrendering to the step-by-step, to the patience, to the slow flow, to the deep hum. What isn't going to help is we have Kaunas, and Kaunas is the rune of, it's the torch, it's the fire, something that starts small like an ember and goes into a blaze. I'm actually going to lay down an additional rune on top and on bottom just to clarify this. Yeah, so as I said, this is to protect the comfort zone. So we have Othala over Tivaz. Tivaz, the tending duties and responsibilities, it's to serve the home, which is the comfort zone. So where you feel protected and supported, make sure that you're taking care of what needs to get taken care of so you can do this. What isn't helping is we have Kaunas, which is expansion. You're worried that as you expand your awareness, you're going to hit something that you don't like. You may even hit something, you're even worried that you might hit something about yourself that you don't like. These are the worries. We have Kaunas, which is the rune of expansion, and Pertho reversed, which is the rune of surprises, and Fate is the lot box, and it's reversed on the lowest line. So it's negative surprises that you're worried about expanding and hitting, but also surprises about yourself that you didn't know but that were always there. You're worried about hitting that as well. Bring yourself back up, if that starts to be the case, to where you are taking care of the things that need to be taken care of and maintaining your comfort zone, maintaining your sense of home. That's going to keep you feeling supported and keep you moving forward as slowly as you are, but just like appreciate the hum, appreciate the harmony. And honestly, you're going deep. If the deeper you go, the more you're going to hear that it is all harmony and it's all this beautiful harmonic hum. You're not going to hit anything that is going to disrupt that, because it's all part of it, is what this is saying, and also what it is. So what this is going to lead to by the end of the month is we have Laguz reversed. Laguz is the rune of the lake. It's the water. It's flow. So there's going to be a better inner flow, but also you're going to be more aware of your deep, did I say emotion, intuition, and heart? Because that's what this is. So it's your deeper inner flow, and also there's going to be a sense of sort of being able to surf negative emotions to a certain extent, because that's there, but that's also singing as a part of this deep hum. I'm just going to lay down one more. You get more runes than anybody today. You win. Yeah, because there's a great strength in that. So by accepting even the negative emotions into the hum, you get great strength and health from that. We have Uruz, which is the rune of the wild ox, and that's strength and health. So Ophiuchus, that's your reading for November 2022. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.